Hello, this is Megha Pantre, and today we are going to start with a new chapter called A Short Monsoon Diary by Ruskin Bond. Now, this story is written by Ruskin Bond. In this diary, he had detailed about a record of personal experiences written day after day over a period of time. In this diary, he detailed about silent miracles of nature and life's little joy and regrets. The author narrates his experiences during the monsoon month in Missouri. So, here, first we will start with the introduction of our writer called Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is an Indian author of British descent. He lives in Missouri, India. He was awarded Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra, his novel in English. He was awarded Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2004. So here we will continue with the chapter, and here as it is in the diary form, first we will start with the date called 24th of June. So let's see what happened on 24th of June. The first day of monsoon mist, and it's strange how all the birds fall silent and the mist comes climbing up the hill. Perhaps that's what makes the mist so melancholy. Not only does it conceal the hills, it blankets them in silence too. Only an hour ago, the trees were ringing with bird song, and now the forest is deathly. We will go through the explanation part. Okay, we will talk about which are the number of things happen on 24th of June. Here, underline the word called melancholy. Melancholy means very sad, something very sad, and conceal means hide. So here the mist. This is called mist, where you are not able to see anything through it. So, as mentioned, June 24th is the first day when the mist appeared. The writer calls it strange. Why strange? As all the birds suddenly went silent as the mist climbed up the hills. He tried to explain why the mist is called melancholy by giving two reasons. First, the mist has covered the mountain, and the second, it also silences the bird. He mentioned how an hour before the mist appeared, trees could be heard ringing with chirping of the birds, but now it was so still and silent that he called the forest deathly, as if that it was almost midnight. Through the mist, Bichu is calling to his sister. I can hear him running about on the hillside, but I cannot see him. Why? Because of the mist. So here the explanation. The writer could hear Biju calling his sister but could not see him through the mist. He could anticipate, he could just think of, he could only just from the voice itself he could make out that Biju was running about on the hillside. Okay, we will talk about which are the number of things happen on 25th of June. Now, some genuine early monsoon rain, warm and humid, and not that cold, high altitude stuff we've been having all year. The plant seems to know it too, and the first cobra lily rears its head from the ferns as I walk up to the bank and post office. The mist afford a certain privacy. So here this plant is called cobra lily. So which is seen during the time of rainy season. Now we will talk about which are the number of things happen on 25th of June. The hill witnessed some early monsoon rain which brought with itself warmth and humidity. It's different from the shower. Different from the showers, the hill receives all the air that cools the environment at such high altitude. The plants also knew it very well that monsoon had arrived as the first cobra lily of the season flung its head, making its way among the ferns as the writer walked till the bank and the post office. A schoolboy asked me to describe the hill station and the valley in one sentence, and all I could say was a paradise that might have been. So here, once being asked by a schoolboy, the author describes the hill station and valley as a paradise that might have been. It means that during monsoon season, the hill station and the valley must have been felt heavenly which is why it is referred to as a paradise. Next date is 27th of June. So, which are the number of incidents happen on 27th of June? The rain have heralded the arrival of some seasonal visitors, a leopard, and several thousand leech. So here, the rain brought with itself the news of the arrival of few occasional visitors. So which are those occasional visitors? One is leopard and leech, which you can see especially during the rainy season. Yesterday afternoon, the leopard lifted a dog from near the servants' quarter below the school. In the evening, it attacked one of Bijju's cow, but fled at the approach of Bijju's mother, who came screaming imprecations. Okay, imprecations means curses. So here we will continue with the explanation. On the afternoon of the day before, the leopard picked up a dog from near the servants' quarter, which was below the school. Now, not only this, in the evening, it attacked one of Bijju's cow, but ran away as soon as Bijju's mother came, cursing. As for the leech, I shall soon get used to a little bloodletting every day. So here with the leech, on the other hand, writer says that he must get used to losing a little bit of blood to them every day. Other new arrival are the scarlet minivets. So these are the birds called scarlet minivets. So the peculiar characteristics of these birds are that they are very bright in color. Their colors are bright. The female are yellow, flitting silently among the leaves like a brilliant jewels. No matter how leafy the trees, these brightly colored birds cannot conceal themselves. Although by remaining absolute silent, they sometimes contrive to go unnoticed. Along comes a pair of drongas, unnecessarily aggressive, chasing the minivets away. So here, the explanation of this part, he mentioned a few other names that arrive with the rain, such as the scarlet minivets, bright red bird that looks like a cuckoo. So here these are called scarlet minivets. The females are yellow in color and their colors are very bright. They move swiftly and lightly among the leaves, giving they move in such a way among the trees and sit in such a way they try to hide themselves, but because of their color, they couldn't. However, sometimes they manage to go unnoticed by remaining absolutely silent. A bird species named drongas also comes along quite unnecessarily aggressive in nature. They chase these minivets away. A tree creeper moves rapidly up the trunk of the oak tree, snapping up insects all the way. Now that the rains are here, there is no dearth of food for insectivorous bird. Okay. Now, during this time, a tree creeper climbed up the trunk of the oak tree, carrying insects with it. The rainy season ensures that no scarcity of food for the insect-eating birds. And here I end up with the first part of this chapter. We will meet in the second part. Until then, goodbye.